We ready?
Hell yeah.
Of course we are.
Better be. We definitely, before we switch out of Quiplash, we will be playing Speedlash.
Right.
Speedlash.
I will do my best.
Speeding the lash.
Wait, is this round
Remember the joke
Speedlash?
Trip in the Rift? What about
No, this round is not Speedlash.
I had not
This
intended it
round
to be
is
anyway.
just normal Quiplash. Unless you want to just answer quick.
Well, I mean, you're absolutely free to do that, but this one is do whatever you want. Like, take your time, don't take your time.
Does somebody have a saw? Because it sounds kind of cool.
It is not a saw. It is the sound of a computer, I'm pretty sure.
I do not have a saw.
Can I get a rule recap? I know you got rules for the stream.
Oh, I mean, it's pretty
Don't
simple.
be racist
2
or
seconds.
political or anti-Semitic
Hold on.
or anything like that.
Hold on. Let's be fair here. I never said don't be political. I just don't like it because I don't vote for it. You can do whatever you want. For God's
He
sakes, I
won't
put in
ban
a
you
Trump
for
quote.
it, but it's just, try to abstain.
He
Well,
will
no,
not be pleased.
I mean, no, it's just I just don't vote for it. You'll know that because I don't like politics. But like, I put in a Trump quote. It's free game. It's really more of just like, don't be racist and don't say something that's clearly outside the bounds.
Yeah, just like be a decent human being.
I hate both of these questions, so I just gave pretty shitty responses.
I gave like, there's definitely like both of my answer are within the like. Both of my answers are similar style.
My second one is entirely uninspired, but also divinely inspired.
5,
Depending
4,
depending
3,
on how well you know.
2, 1. Yeah, there we go. Both of my answers were terrible because I was focusing on other things. All right, what is the first commandment in the new religion you started? Destroy the heretics or be gay.
Wow.
Cleanse the Xeno.
As a breeder, I don't know if I can get down with this one.
I mean,
Damn breeders.
I was looking forward for the opportunity, so frankly, I'm down.
I still voted for it, though.
I mean, like, I have to be fair. Destroy the heretics would be the first rule in my religion, so I agree.
Seems fair.
Like,
Isn't destroy the heretics just the general rule for all religions?
No, I'm pretty sure there's got to be like one that doesn't suck, right?
I would have really appreciated if it were like dance with the heretics.
Oh, yeah. A strange thing to read on a doormat. How dare you assume my name? Or, hey, what you looking at, huh? Tough guy, huh?
Huh?
I love how pleasant you were in reading that second one, even though the text is very much not.
Huh?
I'm sorry. Would you prefer I did not?
No, I
what you
made
looking
me
at?
laugh more
Huh?
because of that.
Tough guy.
I tried to go for the opposite because I thought it'd be funny. That's all I got.
I kind of want a doormat that says that, though.
And I am completely unsurprised that I'm swept on that one. As long as anyone gets the dad joke I'm going for, we're
It was
good.
the delivery. It was the delivery that made it universal.
Well, I'm glad that I managed to deliver on someone else's prompt. Alright.
I mean, the prompt is still good.
The worst thing to do when a bear is right next to you. Pet the bear's child. Or wear your sombrero upside down underwater.
In a weird fashion.
The worst thing...
Can I say one thing about that first response? Was that for some reason I didn't imagine a bear cub. I imagined a bear with a human child next to it.
Vinny, it's more likely going to be Bubbles.
That would be a problem.
Yeah, to be fair, almost every SpongeBob answer is Bubbles.
The bare necessity. Oh, that was that movie.
Yeah, that was that movie, SpongeBob.
Alright, that movie. Alright, coming soon to a theater near you. Benedict Cumberbatch is a new breakfast item. Or... I love Leroy. Benedict Cumberbatch is the
exactly
Avatar.
how Hollywood would do it if they had another crack at it.
Which Avatar, though?
Doesn't matter.
I mean, it definitely matters, and it's
both.
definitely blue.
Those were both very good answers.
I mean, I agree. Also, I love that R2, Element of Chaos, decided in the middle of me reading to play Leroy Jenkins. Just so we're all aware.
That's not all I did, but okay.
Oh, I saw the tell joke, but tell joke is usually gotta save for the interim, because I read too much and we chat. So, come up with a new dessert that contains the name of a U.S. state. Caliente, California Fire Poppers. Or...
Ooh.
Pennsylvania's? I mean, like, eat...
That's so good.
Eat ass, smoke grass, and sled fast, folks.
Whoever were the two answer for these, whoever put in the two answers did a very good job.
I mean, I'm not sure why the fire poppers is funny. I'm just like, yeah, that sounds like a thing.
Right. Like, that actually is, like, a reasonable answer.
Like,
California's also on fire right now.
Yes?
Caliente California Fire Poppers sounds like an
Thank
appetizer
God.
you get out of Philly.
So it was, in fact, divinely inspired.
Good lord. A bad way to remove unsightly chest hair. Bees? Or hire little dwarves to use mini lawnmowers?
I wish it had bees with a question.
Dwarf portrait.
I can only read bees one way. I can't do it any other way. Every time I see it for the rest of my life, it doesn't matter if, like, one of the threats this year in 2020 is the onslaught of killer bees. Like, I can't. It's just the only thing I can read. The bee movie
is the
script?
worst season of humanity ever.
Hmm?
2020 is the worst season of humanity. Like, the plot just makes no sense.
I mean,
Murder
like...
Hornets?
I don't know.
The
The
writers
aliens
kinda
are coming.
1940s had a
go
rather
crazy.
bad year as well.
You shouldn't get a massage at a place called the Morgue. Or Unique Barbecue Ribs.
You know?
They're
You're
your
probably right
ribs.
about both of those.
Get it? Your ribs.
You're probably right about both of those. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, the unique barbecue ribs, they probably know how to tenderize the meat, so you should probably get a massage there.
In a weird way, you might be right. but
Hold on.
also,
I liked that. I
don't know
liked
if
that
that's
argument a lot. That's a solid argument. Also, I can't vote for yours because I was the other one.
I would still not go
Vinny.
there. though.
Vinny, how dare you vote for the better answer? How dare you?
Those
should-
were both good answers, though.
Mine was not. The 11th commandment. Thou shalt not continue without reading the terms of service. Or thou shalt not leave text read.
Oh.
That one.
These are both.
Who puts on read receipts? Jeez.
I mean, like, I legitimately don't. And this has happened to me. And I assure you, it is one of the more frustrating things I have experienced.
Bad.
So, like, there are people who I text more often in DM than in actual text, and you can't actually turn off read receipts in Twitter DMs.
I don't know. I don't know why the hell you would message anybody on Twitter more than you would in textual message bubbles. What are you
Because
talking?
you don't have their phone number?
I also appreciate
No.
textual, because the next word that comes to mind is
No.
not related to text.
We're quite literally, like, joking that is how the two of us talk to each other.
That is correct.
Oh, I mean, that's a life choice that you can make. All right, I'm gonna throw this because I'm already in last. Doesn't matter. How can I piss you off the most? Perfect.
I think I'm going to have the exact same answer as the other person on my second question.
I want you to know I'm definitely unique. My answers are definitely unique, and they're both bad. Well, here's the thing, Vinny. I definitely can tell the, like, portents of the future when I write my votes and I get stomped twice. I'm like, yeah, that's what kind of night it is. The only time I ever escape that is patently stupid, because sometimes I can play out my answer hard enough where I'll win.
Yeah, the other thing is, if he lowers the bar now,
exactly,
if he succeeds even moderately,
I've been doing that my whole life. Everyone thinks I'm exceptional because I've managed to convince them that I'm an idiot.
Yeah, as long as you just don't blow spit bubbles, they're like, this man's a goddamn genius.
Yeah, I play by the rules.
Perception gap. That's how you get all the ladies.
We play by the rule of basically, don't say anything and they'll think you're smart. Worse than global warming, the real threat to humanity is global stupidity. Or, global populations not installing Raid Shadow Legend. If we hadn't just been talking about global stupidity, I probably would have voted for it. It's a good meme.
I do love memes.
Sponsor us!
Everyone, I'd like to indicate that there's only one person, one bold individual who would dare to mention the legends of Raid.
I know exactly who this had to have been.
Yeah, there was no choice other than that. And it still works, because it's still funny. I just think that global stupidity just hit right on the conversation. I didn't know it was coming.
I would have voted for stupidity.
Alright, a name for a really cheap hotel. Weenie Hut Jr. or Refrigerator Box.
Okay, this SpongeBob reference is not me.
I mean...
How dare they?
I mean, that's fair. I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. Everyone's finished voting so that I can just go yeah, it was me, and I'm sure it didn't do that well, but I was like,
no, I kind of guessed it was you because it wasn't me, but
it's one of us.
Or was it? It was me. I was the turkey all along.
It was I, Dio? No, Fusion's not here.
It's
like plutonium or Einsteinium, what would you name the next periodic table element they discover? Vanillite or Faucianum? Faucinum? I know it's about Fauci, but like I can't make it into an eum.
Faucinum?
Well, the thing about vanillite is, scientists have been working on ways to, increase the purity,
Yes, but have you ever heard
stronger?
But have you ever heard of someone,
if you will,
telling you to suck my vanillite?
I have heard that.
No, I don't think I've ever heard that before.
Never.
Today is the first day I heard that.
Yep, that's because my boy Fusion is not here.
You've never heard that before, and somehow everyone still voted for it except for the person that wrote the other option.
Little known fact, the fourth wise man gave baby Jesus the worst gift of all, Viagra. Or 3-day-old jelly donuts. Well,
that's a lie. Jelly donuts are perfect no matter when you eat them.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like there's a time in which mold starts.
I think that a 3-day-old jelly donut's pretty bad.
That wasn't powdered sugar. That was just sand.
I just like the idea of the wise man walking up and being like, "You're gonna need it."
This is all I have.
Also, they had to have picked them up on the way, right? I don't think 3 days.
Yeah, it's even older, in fact.
I like the idea of they're trucking in the desert. They're like, we still have a few days to go, and there's just an improbable kiosk in the middle that's just like, you need some donuts? The worst road trip would start with someone not having a car, or with anyone with Nero eating a lot of cheese. Alright?
Neither of these really works super well in the sentence structure. But at least someone tried.
I mean, like the first one is actually the sentence works grammatically. It just sounds really awkward.
And yes, by the way, I succeeded in my goal.
That would be a really bad road trip, though, if somebody didn't have a car.
I do agree. I succeeded in my
at
goal.
your house.
Yeah, they're
You
just like,
just
so you
walk
ready
along
to
the
go?
road.
And it's like, you were supposed to have the car.
I mean, to be fair,
It's
actually, a lot of road
actually
trips
road-
I've had have not involved cars. Like, we just took a bus somewhere, took a train somewhere.
I wouldn't,
How far?
I wouldn't consider that a road trip.
There was a lot of talking all at once. The biggest issue facing the town of Margaritaville: cold buffet food or Jimmy Buffett's sick desire for murder.
It would have been way better if you put the second T so it was called Buffett food, and then you would have gotten mad pun points.
Yeah, you would have definitely gotten
Well,
more
that's
of
how
it.
you spell Buffett.
Oh, well, you're right. You're right. But
So
because
technically it is called Buffett food.
I mean, that's true, but also the joke does not really read through as well then. How's that?
Imagine if his name is Jimmy Buffet, just for a second.
I mean, the other thing you could do is just call it cold Jimmy Buffett food, because then we'd actually get the pronunciation.
Would that
A
make
theme for a
Jimmy
desk
World a
calendar.
reference to that then?
A theme for a desk calendar that wouldn't sell very well. Desk lamps through the seasons, or 2020. Alright, who got the cheap points?
You know, like, these are actually
That would be me.
Pretty good, though.
Okay. Alright,
it
fair
is
enough.
a good answer, but like
I agree, but just as long as we don't overdo it on the existential ennui that has enwrapped this year.
Yeah, this year's
Ennui, what a great word.
kind of been bad.
But like,
Yep.
I'm like imagining trying, like, going into a meeting, like you're a desk calendar company, and being like, we gotta sell pictures of desk lamps. It's just like,
I mean, I don't have to imagine
was the
that.
calendar itself, and it was just like the shades that you put on top
Oh,
of the
no.
calendar. That would be
No. It's
Name
pictures
a new
of desk lamps.
movie star. Oh, Billy Goat Bernie wasn't even a bad answer either.
Billy Goat Bernie's pretty solid, but
oh, thanks.
Is it time for Hello Seattle?
Seattle, do something. Anything.
I just ran out of
That's
time.
what he said.
Okay, fair enough. What? No. Oh, I'm sorry. You fell behind me. I gotta fix that.
Jat Boy for Life is leading the game.
He's
I
got
mean-
that boy
Yeah,
like
you stole all my
Oh
rules.
shoot! It's that boy.
Yeah, I did.
Easy, just cannibalize his points. You know him. Steal his joke. The worst charity. Save the. Please no one put whales. Just like anything else. Like save the rich is also very like trite, but.
Now, you see, what if I made a pun?
Oh, I love it. You're good.
Good.
Just like, as long as it's not the first two answers everybody comes up with, we're fine.
Then I was perfect.
I could not think of anything good.
Me neither.
I didn't say I thought of anything good.
I'm stealing from
but I did
something.
think of something.
I'm assuming someone here will probably recognize the joke, but I'm stealing it from somewhere.
I don't have a joke, so I hope it's good. Because otherwise, it's going to be a lot of nut. The worst charity. Save the woke people. Am I right, fellow kids? Save the mosquitoes. Save the saviors. Save the boogie. Save the invaders from Planet Zim. Save the date 3. Save the whales. Save the shadow legends.
It did put the semicolon in. What the hell?
Wait, where? Where?
The
Date
Save
was
the
supposed to be a
Whales
wink
is very
fade.
good.
Oh, what? Next to whales?
Next to date, I assume.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, no,
the three was- it
Oh,
was
I
supposed to be semicolon 3. What
I
the hell?
actually, like, I liked it the way it was, because I envisioned it as, like, a movie. Like, it's save the date, I get it. Like, 3! As in there had been 2 previous iterations.
Oh, save the date.
Save the Date
I'm not
3
gonna
with
lie.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I mean, like, I gotta be honest with you. Somebody put in Save the Whales, but it wasn't the animal, so I'm gonna give it a pass. Ah, yes,
Save the
last
Date
place.
3, they had to recast and use Larry the
actually
Cable
love
Guy.
the
Yeah,
date.
excellent. I'm back in last place, where I deserve. Invaders from Planet Zim from Bubbles, which is not a thing I had ever expected.
Made me think of Invaders Zim.
Exactly. That was like, well, I was gonna say the invaders from Neptune, and then I was like, let's be a little weirder.
I liked Save the Date 3.
Great.
I understand it was supposed to be a smiley. I'm not sure if it would have carried better, but I liked it.
I did. That, like, the same
Yes,
thing,
certain
like,
punctuation don't show up in these things, by the way, people.
Oh, it's always a gamble, because it changes by game.
It does, doesn't it?
Yep. Trust me, I know. Dad boy, I'm hoping Seattle's at the top here. No, is Seattle Saviors? By the way, Hotbo Pod stealing the Raid Shadow Legends joke. Well done. Ah!
I feel like something's been
Shadow
stolen from me.
Legends.
What's that?
I heard the name
No
and
one
Shadow
voted.
Legends at the same time. And I interpreted it as Hot Shadow Legends, which doesn't sound right.
It's okay.
Victory
Not
feels
fine this
victory
Did it
feels
stay
really
exactly
bad
where
now.
they were?
Whoop!
Yeah.
Victory
Interesting.
feels very bad now.
Interesting. Well, I tell you what. Not sure. I hit, like, my phone to keep it live, and it may have disconnected. But oh well. So. I guess we do this again.
Is it
Hmm? There we go. All right, I see that we're switching. You got a 6-letter one in there.
yeah, but there's no space.
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of concerned though. I know that you couldn't fit it entirely, but I was kind of expecting Sponge Bubble.
Then I'd have to like drop the third B.
I actually was just gonna say just drop the E at the end.
Yeah, yeah, no, that doesn't sound good. I could be Pat Bubble or Squid Bubble or Square Bubble.
What
Or
about
make
Crab?
bubble buble.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Oh,
Wait, why wouldn't SpongeBob fit?
because you only have 12. You only have 12 characters, and Sponge is a 7-letter. No, Sponge Bubble would fit. What are we talking about? You
No,
just
Sponge
Sponge
Bubbles
is a
wouldn't
six-letter-
work,
six-
but Sponge Bubble would work.
yeah. You just couldn't have a space. But I
Yeah.
like, but like,
Or even better, listen, get ready for this one.
R2?
Sponge Bobble.
what?
Sponge Bobble.
Ah, yes.
What about Rubble? Barney Rubble.
I'm delighted to note that I assume it's Voldemort has the most unoriginal name each time.
I just
Damn
realized,
straight.
are you using Bubble as some sort of Cockney Street rhyme for trouble? Which is what you
No.
That's exactly
Trouble.
right.
No.
Right here in River City. With a capital P and that rhymes with...
No,
No, the
what-
capital T and that rhymes with P and that stands for pool.
What happened was 13 months ago,
No, you got it wrong.
when I was on this stream learning how to
It's
play,
cool. Capital P rhymes with T stands for trouble.
Nero was like, "You need to
We need a
come,"
monorail.
and I just like randomly said Gold Star Bubble, and then it stuck.
Okay, I'm definitely not winning this.
Oh, trust me, like, I'm ready for my streak of last places, so I'll fight you.
With one of my answers, not both of them.
Dun, 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 dun.
I just put answers that would be funny to me.
Well, I mean, you gotta start there. A great nickname for your armpit hair. Owl City or The Swamp? Drain the Swamp! See?
I'm not gonna
Get
lie.
out of me, swamp.
I'm not gonna lie.
Swamp
I
thing.
voted for Owl City because then fireflies popped into my head.
Well, I mean, of
Same.
course. It's because it's a
Yeah,
band.
but I really don't consider the band that made Fireflies to be armpit hair, so...
No, but
You're
it
right.
is funny. Oh! And Vinny decides! Vinny, the element of chaos. Maybe it's a good thing that I don't get any actual viewers, because then Vinny can control all of the audience. A phrase you'd love to hear Morgan Freeman say. Go forth and conquer my minions. I can't speak like Morgan Freeman, I'm not gonna try. I said, certified freak, 7 days a week.
Fantastic.
I get it.
I don't know why
that
I'm laughing
lyric?
so hard, but I'm laughing very hard.
I don't know.
That would be pretty wild.
I don't know what the joke is, other than it is certainly a strange phrase.
It reads like a lyric.
It
I think it
does.
is a lyric.
It does read like a lyric, mainly because it is.
Oh, Voldemort. Scientists say erosion, but we all knew the Grand Canyon was actually made by an optical illusion. If you lean, you'll see it. Or, this large brick wall between us.
I was wondering if both of them were
You're
going to
not,
be
you're
that second
not
one.
leaning into the canyon
Oh,
far enough.
did we-
You gotta lean further.
Did no one harken back to the erosion joke?
A large brick wall behind us?
Yeah, I feel like the brick wall is in fact referencing the SpongeBob erosion joke.
Oh yeah, no.
I wasn't planning on it. I'm in the middle.
What other joke are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of a very old joke, which for some reason pops into my head of something being replaced with erosion.
Oh, I actually know what you're talking about.
Which is the
I know
weirdest
that
thing.
was a joke. I just
Oh.
don't remember it.
A little known fact about the Jolly Green Giant. He has a master's in chemical engineering. Or, he's blue da-ba-dee-da.
They're both good.
They are both good. One of them is better.
Go with the highbrow joke, but that last one did make me chuckle.
I do love me my Eiffel 65 references.
Oh, I'm glad.
I believe that was literally the first
Oh my god.
tape I ever had, like that my parents bought for me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, trust me, R2, I thought about putting that in, but I'd rather leave it as under text. Alright, Miller Lite beer would make a lot of money if they came up with a beer called Miller Lite of God, Heavenly Father, Son, and Ghost, or Miller Lite done right.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm a little bit sad this wasn't a Voldemort special, so we couldn't
This
get
is
a
not.
Miller Lite jokes on you, it's PBR.
This is not. Yeah, PBR light easy.
No,
But no.
I mean,
Miller
like-
Lite PBR. Yeah, exactly.
Like PBR crossover.
Miller Lite
So,
done
like-
right is actually sounds like a real like slogan.
Yeah, it does. And I like, so there's also a red.
I
There's
got
also a
votes.
much
What
like-
Well, that's because it was Miller Lite
Like,
done
I
right.
Yeah, most of the votes.
It's Searchlight. It's because you done right. If that's a holiday, you would think everyone would enjoy. No Natural Disaster Day! Or Hard Drugs and Hand Grenades Party Day!
Those are very different holidays.
I mean,
No
that's
one went
true.
with Festivus.
Do I need to find the video of hand grenades being thrown poorly?
Lads.
Oh, easier!
What's up?
How's it going?
You missed me
Nothing.
making Dio references.
I know, it was so much to keep up with. Good to see you guys virtually. Sorry, I had a house guest, so I was really late.
Yeah,
How
you
dare
having
you
a social life.
Do you not know there's a pandemic, man?
Yeah. No, be like me, the epitome of being alone in their house. The secret to a healthy head of hair, bat poop, or head massages.
So I'm
learned
not gonna
something or two from
I hate
Dr.
massages,
Stone, and
but-
bat poop is very powerful. So you should.
Supposedly,
I'm exercising my right to no vote.
I first learned about bat poop from Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Oh.
That
Yeah,
was
I learned
the
about
point of that
guano.
movie?
from Dr. Stone, where they were able to
Yeah,
break
guano comes up.
using the right combination of bat acid.
That's rad. And that's right. Dr. Stone does use that to enact change. It's rad.
Hey, Fusion, you want to hop in the audience?
Yeah.
Yo, wrest it away from Vinny. Rename Winnie the Pooh to something more appropriate or descriptive. Winnie the wet-ass P-word. Okay? Or schizophrenia, my teddy bear is alive. I wish it had been Vinnie the Pooh. I didn't think about that until right now, because that would be fantastic.
Shots fired.
Why?
You're
At
saying,
Vinny.
Yeah. That's like a high five to Vinny. Are you kidding me?
Oh, Jesus. I keep
But like,
I'm tired.
food horrible and fun.
Oh, I'm the. Oh, okay.
I didn't think about that until right now. I don't know if it would have won, but I still would have done it had I thought about it.
I mean, you were just like being very analytical.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Which is how you be sometimes.
Searchlight has done it right.
I'm doing notably worse this round.
Well, that's the
My
thing.
name is bad luck.
I mean,
All according to my plan.
well, I mean, here's the problem. The reason that you didn't win, and let me break it down for you, is because you didn't do done right.
You're right.
Oh no!
Such an intense bout of thinking.
Alright, so do you ever just make a joke when you're just like, I'm just gonna put in something that sounds funny and is complete nonsense? Because that's all I got.
That's every round we do speed lash. I'm like,
Shoot the script.
That's every round of Quiplash, no matter what speed for me.
I can't go for the low-hanging fruit this time.
I tried to come up with a joke. I tried to be funny, and I couldn't do it because in my mind it got replaced by just say the nonsense. Just say nonsense.
I'm gonna laugh when your answer is very nonsense.
It's not a joke. It literally is nonsense.
No, I paid for a joke
I
before
wanted to
this
literally
round.
Shoot,
It's
you
not
did!
that much joke.
Nonsense.
You
Like
did!
just the word nonsense.
Bubbles, can you give us a quick dad joke, please?
Yeah. So, I just had a son, and another dad at the nursery congratulated me and said his daughter was born yesterday, and said maybe they'll marry each other. And I was like, come on, my son's not going to marry somebody twice his age.
Yeah, A dangerous thing to do while driving. Boxing with sharks in a collapsing building. Or texting.
I remember that
So
scene.
you're
from back
driving in the collapsing building, or you're driving, the building is inside the car, and that's the thing that's collapsing.
No, I'm not
Yeah,
imagining you're driving
that's pretty
to a
intense.
collapsing building.
Don't think about it too hard.
I thought about it very hard.
I need these answers.
Wow, so
I don't
texting
need
while
sleep,
driving's
I need
okay, guys.
answers.
Wow.
I
Okay.
mean, like, texting.
You guys just
Compared to
aren't good at it.
boxing with sharks.
You guys just aren't good at it. You gotta learn how to do it better.
She's not wrong. Graffiti you might find in a kindergarten. Fusion as cooties! Or practicing the alphabet. I mean, like, I'm sorry, but somebody has got the top tier quotes right now.
You know, I
Yeah,
actually
practicing the
came
alphabet.
out with a serious case of the cooties back when I was 6, and it was a scare.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you pull
You have to
through?
go to the doctor, get a shot.
I just got away from the girls, and then I was safe.
Did they have it on the
Whoa,
respirator?
whoa.
Yeah, you just decided I'll be gay.
Yeah, exactly. It's all
Isn't
been
that
good.
all kindergartners? They're just like, ew, girls. I only hang out with boys. You're like,
alright. A bad name for an Italian restaurant. Hokkaido Prefecture Bistro or Chico's Mexican Cuisine.
I
Wow.
like how you guys made this.
Wow,
like a
we
joke.
both
Yeah.
kind of they went there.
I gotta be honest with you though, as one of the two people in this joke, somebody else did it better. And
As a lover of sheep, I must vote for Hokkaido.
I mean, here's the thing. That's just more ridiculous, so I think it's a better answer. Searchlight, bringing it home.
I feel like the place
Why
that
am I not
actually says
surprised?
literally Mexican cuisine though should probably like be the one that actually loses.
I mean, like, I agree it is more ridiculous as a concept to have the Mexican cuisine one, but it's definitely funnier to me to go, like, which one of these is Italian? Hokkaido Prefecture! Thing you'd be most surprised to have a dentist find in your mouth. My mother! Or, a mother frog, father frog, and 3 baby frogs. There's a joke there that I didn't get.
It's like a children's book or some weird shit.
I mean, that's true.
There's a
Something with
children's
eating
book
ass?
about
I don't know.
eating-
Whoa. I don't know about that.
All right, hold on. Let's take a quick time out and go. Excuse me, what? Yeah, you know, a mother frog, a father frog, and 3 baby frogs eating ass.
What? It really wasn't a joke.
Might
I
be
was just
swampy
thinking
down there. I don't know.
What would be very surprising? And it was like an entire family of frogs.
I mean-
not just one frog. Like there's a
Yeah,
whole
but
family.
it's just the eating ass part that I don't get. It's not that. A gift nobody would want, the Allergy of the Month Club, or the BDSM Toy of the Month Club.
Don't kink shame.
I'm
Maybe
gonna-
I want allergies every month.
One of these is an objectively bad time, and the other is a great time.
Here's
Well,
the
you
thing,
know what?
right?
Call me nobody.
I'm not even a big fan of BDSM, and I'm like, I'd consider it.
I mean, look, here's the thing. If I want to get off having a different allergy every month, like, you should let me, guys.
I mean, I voted for it specifically because I would take a BDSM Toy of the Month. A club is a gift. If it's for sexual purposes, absolutely.
Well, there's also like haven't you heard
What's
like
the return
just imagine,
policy?
There used to be a phrase like
No
Dollar Shave
returns.
Club.
Zero
The
returns.
name of your new plumbing company. Got it in? I'll get it out. Or the Slip and Slide Brothers.
Wow, both of these are pretty solid.
Yeah,
Are they?
You guys did a good job.
The only
Like,
thing
there's
that
no
makes
more of a
shame in losing
catchphrase
this
than a
round.
name.
the only thing that makes me sad is the fact that there is not a joke, a real plumbing business that I've seen advertisements for, Phil McCracken. That's not a joke. That's a real business, and someone was like, "Yeah, that's a good way to get respect in this community." I'm like,
With
"Are
the
you?"
audience, I see.
Oh, good lord, that makes me so upset. All right, the worst word that can come before fart, sloppy or penis. No.
This is a terrible question, just because it's too in the nose.
A penis fart would be very weird.
That's
I mean,
Sloppy fart
like a
sounds
guy
disgusting.
queef, I guess, right?
Yeah, like a guy queef.
Yeah.
Or just like an actually like disaster.
Excuse me, wait. Don't move on from your logic. You just say a guy queef. Excuse you?
I don't know,
What?
right?
I didn't say it first. I just agreed.
Not first. It's not that you didn't. You won't deny the truth today, but it's said blame him first, and then when there's no shame left, come to me.
Yeah.
All right.
Look. All
A
right.
Girl Scout's
Yeah,
cookie.
yeah.
Hey, a Girl Scouts cookie name that got rejected because it was just too ridiculous sounding. Icky Icky Machang Boing Tart. Or Twinkledorfs. Okay.
I mean, I'll have you know, one of these really was a Girl Scout cookie name.
There's no way. I can't believe that for either one.
These are both ridiculous.
You can't
Are
picture
they?
a 6-year-old girl on the outside of a Stop and Shop. being
Hey,
like,
you need
wanna
some
buy
Twinkledorfs?
Twinkledorfs?"
This is the answer that I was just like, I put something funny. Put Put random letters. All right.
I'd be interested to see
I
what
appreciate your
Twinkledorf is.
support, Seattle. I appreciate your vote.
I also want you to know that I was originally going to write twinkle as the first word. I put in a U by mistake, and I said, nope, we're keeping it. All right. Sales would skyrocket if there was a cookie called Twinkledorfs. I can only imagine that to be false. But I'll begin my propaganda campaign immediately.
But as you said, imagine if a Girl Scout came to you and said, "Hey, do you want to buy some Twinkledorfs?" Every person would say, "Of course I fucking want to."
Probably.
What the heck is that?
I mean,
You know, when you put it that way, like, yeah, no, the other
the
one
problem
probably...
is that if a Girl Scout came up to me and said, "Do you want some of almost any of their cookies?" I'd probably go like, Yeah, I got a few bucks. I can do this.
Oh man, I have a really dark answer for this, and I don't know if I should go with it.
I mean, it's not going to be worse than...
Do it, you won't.
Here's the thing, like, my answer is terrible and unoriginal because I was too busy thinking about other things. But, let's see. What are some real names of those cookies? Like, there are some strange ones.
I mean, Samoa's is an interesting one.
I hate Samoa's, but I have an excuse because I can't have coconut.
Yeah.
I hate Entronic.
You don't like death? Interesting. A really bad name for an apartment complex. Epstein's Place. Cockroach Place. A Quiet Place. Fuck Place. Play Place. Dust, Blood, and Knives Place. Or Quarantine Place.
You're right, you went dark. Wow.
He said, "Do it, you won't." I had to do it.
No, who said that?
It didn't take my thing.
If you said Voldemort, if Voldemort is the one who said this, never trust Voldemort.
I did not say do it, you won't. Don't even possibly say I said that. I just said don't do it.
I definitely said feel free to do it, because I'm still fine with it now.
I did not say that.
I
said...
I think it might have been Fusion.
Fusion.
In fact, was me. It was I.
Alright.
You were right, though. That was
Fusion, you get an exception, because most of the time, I don't know if Fusion's advice is good, but it is well-meaning.
What was...
I'm sorry, it's the truth.
That was like a dig and a compliment.
Yeah, no, I think it's fair. I'd agree.
Look, here's the God's honest truth here. Fusion, if you had a lot of common sense, you would have exiled me a long time ago. Like,
no.
I can distinctly remember many times in my life where I have had digs on you, and you haven't said, "Oh, your love life" to me. And, like, every time that you haven't done that, my opinion of you continues to go up.
The fact that you chose me over your 1 month long relationship meant a lot to me, man.
Voldemort, you know I have a deep and abiding love for you.
That was a
as one
little
of my
bit
friends.
of a backhanded compliment.
Yeah, you have a deep and abiding love from me. And you know I would do a lot for you, but I'm definitely gonna tell you that was low. Like, funny? Yes, don't worry, you got the joke. But also, like, this is not that far away from it's just because he's better than you. Just suck that in.
You beat me by 10 seconds. I was waiting for you to stop talking to say that.
Complain about that because you're the one that said it.
Yes, yes. Nobody should stoop to my level. This is why in the Owl House there's a scene where it's like they both cheated, but the prissy one's upset and the other one's like, "Ha! Welcome down to my level. You cheated."
Wait, hold on. Did you just organically reference the Owl House right now? Like,
why? I love that show. Somebody recommended that to me like a week or two ago, and I was like, this is fantastic.
Was that me? I think it might have been me.
It probably was, and that show rocks my socks.
I think it was you because we were talking about how Voldemort actually knew one of the people.
I know the show. I know the creator. I know the creator of that show. Yeah, she grew up in Hamden.
Ooh, getting toasty in here.
Hamden,
or
somewhere
random. Yeah, she was a bad girl up in Hamden.
She grew up in Hamden, but you didn't live anywhere near there at all. No, of course not.
No, definitely not.
Oh, good lord.
Play a different game or this game?
So, I would like to end Speedlash. Thoughts?